That's reversed. Okay. So you have this King of Wands. Now, upright, you know, he's planting these seeds to create this forest. Upright, it's about, you know, planting those seeds, reaching your goal, this big, massive goal that you desire, but it's reversed. So this month, you no longer desire to create something with him. You have come to that point. You're no longer wanting to plant seeds. You've also got journey, orphaned. You've got let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. You have come to the point in February that you want to venture off on your own. You wanted to create something, but it hasn't come to fruition. And now you, at this point, you have accepted that. You're no longer trying to force it. You're no longer trying to control it. You're no longer trying to make it happen. You now are moving forward on your own. Even though you're uncertain of what the future holds, and even though some of you feel as though you lost because this relationship slowly drifted apart, you are at the point that, you know, you see here, she's got her bags packed. She has her lantern. She is just venturing off on her own. So this month, you desire to move on. You're ready to move on. You're ready to go down that next path, that new path. You don't know yet where it's going to lead you because you see this is all dark and gloomy. This is all dark and gloomy. You're not sure what the future holds, but you're going for it. That's awesome. You're one of the few signs, Cancer. I think there was only like 2 signs that were still stuck in a relationship, a toxic relationship that was meant to conclude, and you're busting out. You're busting out of it. Good for you. That's awesome. Awesome. So we're going to get to hear a new story for you next month. I'm looking forward to it. Come here, Miss Lexi. Come on. Okay. When she gets here, we'll take care of her. She's pulled her sweater down to her belly. Come here, baby girl. And it got stuck on her muffin top. Do you want to show them? Say, oh, it's stuck on my belly. Give me 1 second, Cancer. Take her sweater off. Okay. It's like with the wind chill, negative 30 degrees here in Ohio today. Okay. Thank you for your patience while we get her sweater off her muffin top. Okay. Let's see here. This is them. Okay. This is where they are with the current situation. Okay. You have this 2 of Swords. You have the man holding the coin. You have patience, peace, calling in your soulmate. At the bottom, it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Now, the 2 of you have been taking a break. He's been recovering. I'm going to say he. That's what I'm hearing. But do keep in mind, this can be reversed. If it sounds like your story, swap the sexes. Keep people from getting confused. Cancer, you are a female. The person that we are covering now is a male. But you've been taking this break. And during this break, they have been building up their strength in order to make the decision, in order to move forward in the new beginning. You see there's this new moon. And they have been building strength, building the courage to take that leap of faith, to move forward toward what they desire. They, like you, have also been looking inward in order to make that choice for a new beginning. Now, during this time, some of you've been concerned that they had somebody else. They haven't. During this time, they have been totally focused on money. They've been focused on work. They've been throwing themselves into work when they haven't been at home, similar to you being a hermit, focusing on themselves. But they've been focused on work. They've been focused on money. During this time of their healing and transformation, they have released any desperation, any urgency. So by releasing this, so for some of you, we will typically attract someone that's similar, that's like us. So you had codependency. That's why you're holding on so tightly to the relationship. For some of you, they were continuing to stay in the relationship for codependent reasons, like they didn't want to be alone. But they have released that. They've released that drive to make anything happen. They've just relaxed and settled in to listen to that inner knowing. And that has given them the clarity that they need and has shown them a new perspective, a new option, a new plan, a new path, a new direction in which they are going now in. They want freedom. They want to be free of this relationship. They want the freedom to pursue their soulmate. They want the freedom to pursue the person that they are destined to be with. And they want to be able to move in that new direction and be released in a, they're saying in a peaceful manner from you. So there's been a lot of arguments. Some of these cards that I was looking at from the bottoms of the deck, we have hostilities, we have deceit, and contract justice. So there have been lies. There's been deception in the relationship between the two of you. There's been a lot of anger, a lot of arguments, a lot of things that were not going very well. They want to be peacefully released. They just want to make a peace offering. Be like, it's okay. Let's just fist pump this out. Okay, we're good. Let's just all move in our new destined directions, which are in opposite directions, so that we can move forward to the paths that we're destined for. He doesn't want to have a big argument. He doesn't want to have a big argument. He just wants to move forward peacefully. Like you wanting to conclude this. You're both to the point that you're ready to conclude it and move forward. You got your bags packed. You're mirroring each other because they do as well. It's just taking that step to call it officially donezo. So you can both be set free. The thing is the truth. There's the truth that the truth that needs to be shared. The masks need to be taken off. There again, that's tied to that deception. There's been deception. There's been lies. You know that things haven't been right. You've had this deep knowing. Right now, you're in this in-between phase. You're in the process of breaking up. You're going from this dark, dingy place, this bad, negative, toxic relationship into something new, into something beautiful. You're in between. You're not fully broken up yet. You're not fully done, but you're on your way. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a very beautiful thing. The other card, I had this deck, and they told me to pull one for you. You have this release toxic relationships. It is time to let it go. And then they said, learn from your mistakes. This is that healing that you're going to be doing. And it's time to set your intentions, which we'll be covering that when we cover the things for you to do. Now, the funny thing that was interesting, the one deck, because I keep getting that in between, the bottom of this deck, the flamingo spirit came up, which is embrace the in between. You're in this in between phase. You're leaving this relationship. You're crossing over to be ready for your next new relationship. Allow that. Don't worry about that. Gracefully cut this thing out of your life, this person out of your life. And you know, I was saying how some family issues. So for some of you, there's some father healing things that need to happen. This relationship, that was the blessing in disguise. That was the gift. Through this painful relationship, that's what you are going to be getting. This is going to result in you healing some things and yourself. There's not going to be reconciliation with this person because you're going to be doing the healing in order to bring yourself in true love that's coming your way later this year. So it's okay. It's not all for naught. Now, this is how they are seeing this relationship with you. They see it is done. This is the World card. This means that it is done. It is over. They see it as finished. They see it as completely done. You've got the Two of Wands, woman holding a heart, tick-tock. Then you've got it is safe for you love. This is reversed. Let me fold it upright. It says open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. It is reverse. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So in their eyes, this relationship with you it's over, it's finished, it's concluded, it's done. They're washing themselves of everything from the relationship. You know how we kept having the flamingos, the in-between worlds. They're in between worlds. They're done with you. They're done with the relationship with you, just like you're done with the relationship with them. You're going to this transition. This is talking about their transition that they're going forward because they have been focused on their healing, their recovering, they are focused on their new path at this point. They're no longer focused on the relationship. They're no longer paying attention to the relationship. They're no longer interested in the relationship. They're focused on their new path in love with a woman whom they have a past with. Because you see this woman holding the heart, she's kind of looking back. She's giving the side eye. Kind of like, oh, and this arm is up, kind of reaching for the heart. Like, I don't know if I'm going to give you the heart. So they're going back with someone that they've had a relationship with the past. Someone that they did not open their heart to in the past. They closed her out. They did not have a start with her. They pushed her away, which is why she's a little apprehensive of giving that heart up. She's like, I don't know, giving you the side eye. Okay. There's this TikTok clock. This is about something that is divinely ordained. So he is moving into a divinely ordained relationship. What they were just saying to me that I said, hold, in a moment. For some, this is their twin flame. This is their twin flame. This is their twin soul. This is the person that they are heading to. The time has come. Divine timing is divinely orchestrated. It will not be stopped. You see how this clock is boom, it's exploding, it's blasting in there. This is going to blast in and happen quickly because the time has come, and he's going to now open his heart. But that is the direction he's heading in. So he's no longer focused on this relationship, and neither are you. Because you want your divine love to come in, and it is going to be coming in. We have to close one chapter first before we can have the new come in. That's where you're at, Cancer. And they do keep saying he was not cheating on you. You're very worried. Yeah, okay. You're very worried about that. And yin yang come to the edge, and then you've got new love, which is in reverse. Flip it up so you can see the graphics. At the bottom it says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, but this is reversed. Okay, so in February, he's desiring creating something new. He's desiring giving birth to this divine love relationship. See how this is yin yang? They're perfectly balanced. They are one. He is moving toward his twin flame. There have been a couple readings so far that I've done that are twin flame unions that are about to happen. One was Aquarius. The other was Taurus, if my memory is serving me correct. So maybe the person he's heading to could be an Aquarian or a Taurus. But he is moving forward with his twin flame or his twin soul. It could be a divine love. But, okay, they're telling me it's his twin. He is moving forward with his twin, his true other half. That's why it can't be stopped. It will not be stopped. That's why divine has stepped in. That's why God has stepped in. The angels have stepped in. Because that's where he's headed. But they're saying, don't worry, because you have a divine love coming in later this year. They've got to clear the path for you. But that's where he's heading. And for some, she's the mother of his children or child. Or she will be the mother of his children. But for some, they do have a child or have had a child. You have known about a child. So he's moving forward in this new direction. He's ready to take the leap of faith. He now has the courage. He has the courage to take that leap of faith. For him, it is a big risk because he has been with you in a relationship with you for a while. But this is totally dropping the axe on that, totally taking a leap of faith, which is a risk for him. But he is ready to do that. That's the other reason the new love was reversed. So it's not a brand new person. It is someone from the past that they have known, which they were saying with that heart card. Secondly, it's reversed because he's not in the relationship with her yet. And the thing that they want you to know about that is he was not cheating on you, Cancer. So I guess there's some anger about that. They're saying there's no need to have an argument about that. That was not a factor. Now, as far as what the angels are recommending for you this month, these cards, I shuffle these cards so good. This is like the fourth time that this card has come up. So this is wasp spirit. And at the bottom it says, sometimes life stings. So wasps, they have positive sides to them, right? They keep our insect population under control. They help our flowers and our plants bloom and blossom. But when they sting us, they're not like a bee where they just sting once. It'll sting over and over and over. So for many of you, this relationship has hurt over and over and over and over. It's been kind of like a cycle. Ooh, it hurts you. You retreat to your separate corners and you come back and try to work it out again. Oh, and then you retreat and then you come back. It's been painful. But it has not been for naught. Where's that? Okay. You want me to show you this card again? Where'd it go? Okay. So the blessings in disguise that have come from this is you now know what you want and what you don't want in a relationship. You now, the big thing, this is spurring some healing, necessary healing that you need in order to prepare for the divine love that is coming into your life. Now, what they're encouraging you is to take action On the back of this card, it says, in taking action, move swiftly. Life is short, no time for hesitation. Now you see, I don't know if you can see this. She has her hand held up like she's saying stop. And she's got the sword drawn like she's going to cut that off. They're encouraging you to just swiftly cut it, swiftly end it. Even this card, ceremony, she's cutting it out. They're encouraging you to cut this relationship, done, over, now, swift. Stop trying to hold on to it. Kind of like when you rip off a Band-Aid. You see here, I've got my lovely gauze because I burnt my wrist on the oven. I was for a number of days wearing those big Band-Aids, but they hurt so bad because every time I'd rip it off, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't do this anymore. So I went and bought some gauze and I bought this to wrap around it so I don't have to rip half my hair off my arms anymore. But when you're ripping off a Band-Aid, if you rip it off slowly, you think it's going to make it easier. It doesn't. It just draws out the pain. This breakup, the delaying and having that official conversation, officially just cutting it off, over, it's done, is simply drawing out the pain. Rip the Band-Aid off. When you rip a Band-Aid off, yeah, it stings for a moment, but then the pain's gone. 60 seconds later, you don't even remember it. You're over it. Rip the Band-Aid off, Cancer. It's done in your eyes. It's done in their eyes. All it is an official, okay, we're officially done. That's literally, it's just a conversation the two of you need to have. It's not even a conversation the two of you even need to have in person, they're saying. It's something you could even just have over the phone because you're both done and over it. You're both ready to move on. You just need to rip the Band-Aid off so you can move forward in your healing. They're encouraging you to do that. They're saying, for the love of God, do that. They have so many new, wonderful things headed your way. It's time for you to stop drawing out the pain. Ooh, because they do have good stuff coming for you. Awesome. This is your outcome in February. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, Yin, and then you have very soon that's reversed. At the bottom it says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So, Cancers, you have some big projects and homework in front of you. In February, you're going to stop working on this relationship. You've been putting a lot of work in this relationship. You've been trying real hard. You're no longer going to be focusing on that. You're no longer going to be working toward that. Instead, you're going to be putting your focus on work, your career. This Yin, this is about receptivity. This card is about allowing someone else to take the reins, no longer pursuing something, no longer pursuing a relationship, no longer trying to force a relationship, just allowing it. So for some of you, this relationship, you pursued him. You were making the offer. You were hot on his trail. You were like, yeah, that's the one I want. I'm going to go after that. But in February, because of this divine connection, because of now being so connected to your intuition and your inner knowing, because, you know, when we were starting and we first covered your current situation, you have clarity now. You've been the hermit. You've been doing that inner search and you've been listening to your intuition. So now that you have come to the state of listening to your intuition, you've turned the reins over to God. You're now going to let God and Jesus and the angels, your entire divine team, you're allowing them to take the reins so that they can bring you in this divine love that is in fact heading your way. But you're going to be open and ready to receive it. Now, also in February, what you will be doing is you'll be putting together a list of what you desire in a mate, what you desire in a partner, and be clear with what you desire. Because, you know, if you go into a restaurant and you go ahead and you order your breakfast, maybe you want blueberry pancakes and you want eggs over medium, some orange juice. That's your dream breakfast. But if you just sit down and you tell the waitress, I'd like to have some breakfast, and she just brings you over some hash and some scrambled eggs and some strong black coffee, it's not what you wanted. But it's breakfast. All you said was you wanted breakfast. So if you don't define what you want in a partner, they're just going to have somebody show up with a pulse. It's not what you want, but hey, you wanted a man. We brought you a man. So in February, you're going to be taking the time to sit down and define what you want. Put your order in so that God can bring that person to you.